Hello, everybody. Hi, y'all. How you doing? I hope your week went well. I hope that everything that you wanted to do, you got to accomplish this week. I hope that this week was more peaceful than other weeks, just because you have been applying some of the few principles that I shared in reference to pursuing peace. Move the water out. All right. And so today I just wanted to come to you wishing you peace and blessings on today, hoping that you'll take what I say just in consideration and maybe apply some of the principles to your own life so that you can be in a place where you are at peace. Now, I have been at so much peace, honey, that I done went to sleep by 8 o'clock 2 days just because I started a new job and it's very, very demanding. So I wanted to take the time to kind of just introduce and say hello, and hopefully y'all had a awesome week. Welcome to Anjanette Speaks with Endure Entertainment. When you think of Endure Entertainment, think of what? Clean entertainment. When you think of clean entertainment, you think of what? Endure Entertainment. All right, so let's just get into it real quick because I'm not going to be before you long. I actually have a million things going on as always, but I wanted to take the time out just to share with you a few things. Last week, I told you we were going to look up the definition of a few things. I think it's important for us to define what we are searching for and what the goal is. I think when you put an idea, a name to what you're trying to do, then you can speak to it, right? And so remember last week, I talked about being in peace within yourself, having peace with others. And then managing your lifestyle and creating a lifestyle that promotes peace. And if that means that you have to eliminate some friendships, relationships, job, whatever is not bringing you any peace, so that you can walk in pursuit of peace. Now, remember that when you're pursuing peace, it's always not going to be something that's going to be there. Like sometimes you have to deal with a family member. And so maybe that I take care of my father, right? And so not all the time, not every day, thank God, not yet, but I have to see about him. Well, it was coming to a place where seeing about him was extremely difficult. And it was coming to a place where I had to decide how I was going to manage this stressful situation. And so what I ended up doing is I ended up giving myself days that I deal with, him, his business, his affairs, buying whatever and doing whatever, stopping by, and then taking the rest of the time to rest, because I'm telling you, taking care of being with my dad is just mentally exhausting. So maybe you can't help but to have to go around someone that may disturb your peace, not even if they're trying to. My dad is elderly, he's sick, and maybe he's not trying to bring stress, but sometimes that's a situation, right? And so we want to be able to pursue peace, and how that looks to us. And what that meant for me is that I had to change some ways that I was doing, calling him every day and letting him drag me down with him every single day. I had to manage that and decide these are the days that I'm going to do this. And even then, I'm going to have the freedom and give myself permission to take care of me first, because if I don't take care of me first, then who am I going to take care of? So today we're just going to talk about a few details and a few things that we can do to manage our peace, and also to what the benefits of peace are. So first we're going to talk about what peace is. So peace is stalking, chasing. You think about it, stalking peace. You looking for peace. You seeking peace. It's the action of following or pursuing a thing or someone. When you're pursuing peace, you're following it. You're going where it's at. You're going around peaceful people. You're creating a peaceful environment. You lower your tone to promote peace. You're seeking peace in every way. You're following it. You're chasing it. You're stalking it. Pursuing peace has to be on the forefront of your mind, and I'll show you why. It has to be something that you decide, and I know that there's millions of people out here, right, that are going through so much even in this time. You got to decide. Look, folks families is like their major trigger. You got to figure out how to manage that, right? Pursuing peace means that you're chasing after peace, and it's the first thing on your mind. So if you're like, oh, I'm going to this birthday party, it's like, okay, well, so and so and so and so and so and so are going to be there. Okay. So what you're going to do? Hi, how you doing? Sit over there. Why, if you know that being over here in this group of people going to irritate you, why? Sit over there. Sit over there. Manage your own peace. Chase it, pursue it, follow it. Sometimes if it's just too bad, guess what? You send a gift and don't go. That's how we do this thing, okay? Now, some people say, well, no, you're supposed to forgive and you're supposed to move on and you're supposed to, yeah, that's true. And to an extent, you can do that. But sometimes you're not able to do that. And so what I am proposing to you is that you always constantly in your mind think, is this a place that I'm going to receive peace? If your job is no longer bringing you that peace and sense of satisfaction, it's time for you to move. I believe it's time for you to move, because at the end of the day, who has to be the one that fills up the cup to serve everyone else? You. If you got children, if you got family, if you got whoever, you have to be at peace so that you can do those things. Now, what is peace? Why is this so important? Why is peace so important? I'll show you how it ties into everything else. Why is peace so important? What is it about peace that just makes this so important? Peace, watch this. Y'all gonna like it. I did, so y'all gonna like it. It's freedom from disturbance. Did you hear what I said, child? It's freedom from disturbance. It's freedom. Peace is freeing. You know what peace does? Peace makes you recognize that your life needs to change. Peace helps you to identify the triggers in your life. Peace helps manage, watch this, mental illnesses that you may have. Peace. What do you know? Peace is freedom. Ooh, peace is freedom. They say, there's a saying that people say, oh, peace is priceless. You know why? Because it's free. It frees you from having to deal with people, places, and things that disturb you. And I believe in keeping on track with mental illness and being a mental health advocate, I believe that a lot of the times when we are having mental health behaviors and having these episodes of manic depression or episodes of anxiety or episodes of depression, while it is and can be a chemical imbalance, it also is because you're around people that's disturbing your peace. You're not in freedom no more. You're being disturbed. Your peace is being disturbed. You're being distracted by so many different things, and so much things is on your mind. And when you have anxiety and you are in disturbed, you're not peaceful, and you're around people that disturb your peace. It's just a lot going on. You're trying to constantly think, and it causes your anxiety, and it triggers depression. It triggers bipolar episode. And people, oh, she crazy, she this, or he crazy, he don't talk to nobody. No, something around you is disturbing your peace. It's freedom from disturbance. So what are you pursuing? I'm pursuing freedom from being disturbed. The other folk, they say they put you get your chakras together. If folk be scared, but I ain't scared. You get your chakras together. That means that you find inner peace. Get yourself lined up together. Yes, that's what it is. Freedom from disturbance. Now, when we come back, because I've been on here a little while, so when we come back, I'm gonna do a couple of little videos and everything, but I'm gonna help you understand what the benefits of peace are. And then if anybody has any comments, you are welcome to comment on any of the live streams, and I'll be checking those and coming back and kind of we can dialogue about this thing. Y'all let me know if this is hitting home. Let me know if you're understanding what I'm saying. And is peace something that you pursue? And if it's not, will you start pursuing it now? And if you have been pursuing peace, why don't you leave in the comments how you started? What did you do to start getting yourself in a peaceful place? I will be right back. Thank you for watching Endure Entertainment. When you think of clean entertainment, think of Endure Entertainment. When you think of Endure Entertainment, think of clean entertainment. We'll be right back.
It's always the ones you would die for. If you wanna sleep, then I guess you can snore. Only my loved ones, that's who I do it for. Don't get out of my skin when you're on my bad side for. Meet me at the top, meet me at the top, whoa. Meet me at the top, meet me at the top, whoa. Girl, let's go. Oh, in that water, girl, let's flow.
All right, so we've got. Hey, you guys! Thank you for tuning in on today. Thank you for commenting on Anjanette Speaks, and I'm looking at some of the comments on Facebook here. Dia Costa says, "As a man thinks, so he is." Dia Costa is my brother. I have a lot of brothers. That's my brother. I love him too. He loves me. That's my boy. So I appreciate you watching on today. Johnny says, I understand. Dee said it's simple. Just cut negative people out of your life. Keep them at a distance. Listen, we are pursuing freedom from disturbance. Okay? Just in case you forget what peace is. Freedom from disturbance. Okay? And Wendy, and as other people here watching, y'all giving me hearts. I really appreciate you watching. I'm excited that we are getting this because this year we want to be able to promote peace so that we can do other things. Now, what does peace do for us, Anjanette? Like you all on this peace thing, what does it do for us? And I'll share with you what it's done to me. So, peace, when you're at a peace of mind, right? You have a peace of mind. You are aligned, right? If you pray or you meditate, you can hear better. You can hear God better when you're at peace. You don't have a lot of unnecessary chatter going on. You can communicate better when you're at peace. If you have people in your life that you do have to communicate with, and say it's hard to communicate with them, and there may have been a time where you were like, you know what? I really wish this person could understand me. But because you are not at peace and you are, fighting with yourself and, having that I'm right and I gotta be, you need to understand my point. When you are at peace, you don't care if somebody understands your point or not. So what you say is, hey, I didn't appreciate you doing X, Y, and Z. Is there a way we can talk about this? If they say they don't want to talk about it, or I did it because of you, and okay, guess what? It's peace and okay. Okay, bet. Because I know where to put you, right? Because what you're not gonna do is disturb my peace. That's what you're not gonna do, right? Because when you get it, there's been cycles in my life where there were times that I could, didn't know how to say stuff and couldn't communicate. My mind was so full of all kinds of things. Once I took control and said, one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my peace back, and did the things that I needed to do to get that back, you communicate better. Another thing is that you efficiently handle tasks. I've been very open about my mental health, my battles of mental health and anxiety and depression. But I'm going to tell y'all, since I removed some stuff out of my life, I haven't had an anxiety attack. My sister challenged me. She said, if you stay away from people that have been disturbing your peace, I bet you won't have a visit to the hospital this year. Every year I go to the hospital because my face is is you'll see on some of my pictures, my face droops. I can't smile. I have anxiety that mimics a stroke when it gets too bad, and when it's stress or whatever, my body would just shut down. And I've been going to the hospital almost every year. And so this year I said, I'm not going to the hospital. And my face ain't finna tore all up. We're not doing that because you're not finna disturb my peace. So you can get tasks done easier when your mind is at peace. You can write things down, come up with a plan, and start executing when your mind is at peace. When your mind, heart, body, soul, energy is at peace, everything around you is more organized. Trust me when I tell you, all of that clutter and stuff, is the vibration on it is like, keeping things clean, keeping things together. That's a sign that you are at peace. A sense of inner self, your sense of peace is up. A sense of inner peace. You walk around with a sense of inner peace and you don't have this defense mechanism. And you speak at a lower tone, even though you might not realize it. When you speak, it still commands respect, but you don't have to yell and scream and holler. But when you're not at peace, you may feel like you need to yell and scream and holler. When you're not around people that disturb you, right? Then you don't do that. You don't have to holler and scream, because people around you respect you enough and understand that you are in peace. And so they just, whatever it is, okay. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay, yeah, thank you. And keep it moving. Am I making sense? Okay. Hey, y'all. Hey, Angela. So another thing is that you get better sleep when you're at peace. Better sleep. I remember a time where I was up all night thinking. Oh my God. If I ever get to that place, whatever's got me thinking's gotta go. I'm not doing it no more. I don't want to think. I want to think about the things that are good, the things that are good, pure, and perfect. Okay, the things that come from God. Other than that, I don't want to think about nothing else. Another thing, hey guys, hey Daphne, we're talking about pursuing peace. So then the other thing is it's freedom from unimportant thoughts. What did I just say? When you are at peace with yourself and with others and inside of yourself and in your home, in your own dwelling, when you are at peace, you don't have all of these thoughts swimming in your head. When you're at peace, peace automatically treats anxiety. Oh my God, I said something right there. Peace automatically treats anxiety. I'm going to tell y'all something. Anxiety, while it may be down in your bloodline, it's triggered by something. And whatever that is, that's got to go. I don't care if you love it. I don't care if you understand it. I don't care. It's got to go because it is disturbing your peace. Disturbing your peace. Because when peace abounds, it doesn't mean that trouble doesn't. It means it's the absence of anxiety in trouble. Why? Because peace treats anxiety. Am I preaching? I think what? Peace is freedom. And peace being freedom and having the freedom to be at inner peace and the freedom from thoughts and the freedom from anxiety and disturbances automatically treats your anxiety, baby. So what the preachers are trying to say when they say you don't believe in God and that's why you're having anxiety, what they're really trying to say is that you haven't been able to pursue peace in your life, in areas of your life, okay? Maybe you're peaceful in one area, but not another. So there are places in your life that are disturbed. That means that there are places, people, and things in your life that are constricting you from being free. And what that means to you is that you have to identify it and you have to cancel it. You have to have a conversation. Thank you, brother. You have to bring that thing together. Why? Because, see, you being in my life has caused me anxiety. You being in my life, me being in this place has caused me anxiety. Every time I come to this job, my heart is beating fast. My hands are sweaty. I get these thoughts that someone's watching me, or I'm gonna get this email and I feel harassed. Baby, find you another job. Hey, McDonald's is hiring for $22 an hour. Come on, y'all. We ain't got to stay in this. We ain't got to, this ain't that time. Listen, be somewhere where people think you belong and your strengths are focused on and not your weaknesses. And that's everywhere in your life, because everybody got weaknesses. Everybody can point out what's wrong with you. But when somebody can tell you you are awesome, you are great, and you are awesome at what you do, that's where you want to be. So if you are at a job, in a situation where it is not causing you freedom from disturbance, right? So it's causing you some disturbances, baby. I challenge you to pursue peace. I challenge you to stalk it down. I challenge you to chase it and change your entire life. Because in changing your life, in this one area, y'all, in this one area, I'm working on it too. So I'm not preaching from a place of, oh, I got it. I'm preaching of a place of, oh, I'm chasing it. I ain't answering my phone, baby. I got folk on block when they disturb my peace. I don't even want to fool with you no more. I don't even want to talk to you no more. That block button is hot, honey. It's hot. I don't care, because this is important to me. At 45 years old, I'm halfway through the race, baby. I don't have time. Not that I'm being ugly or anything like that. I don't have time. And if our conversations are not promoting me, promoting you, promoting Christ, promoting where we're going in the next 5 years, what land we gonna buy, whatever is the peace of God. Listen, I ain't trying to hear you. I want to feel peace when I'm with you. I want to feel peace when I'm next to you. I want to feel peace in your home. I want to feel peace. I want you to feel peace in my home. Am I driving this thing home? There are a plethora of scriptures about pursuing peace, about God being peace, about pursuing God and the peace and love of God and pursuing the peace of God. Love thy neighbor as you love yourself. Bring peace to your neighbor as you bring peace to yourself. Guess what? When you're not in peace with you and you full of calamity and hurt and pain and all this stuff, what you gonna do? Hurt everybody else around you? What you gonna do? When you disturb, you gonna be a disturbance. When you disturbed up in your spirit, you're gonna be disturbing everybody else. Now you just disturbing everybody. Now everybody's a disturbance. So how do you get out of a place of comfort even when it's no longer peace? That's a good question. Thank you, Dee. So the first thing that I always say is, if it doesn't bring you any peace, in a place of, like, you want to be in a place of comfort, right? And so how I personally would go about that is, one, I would pursue God's direction. Chase, right? I would chase God. It's say, for instance, it's your job. And you're really good at your job, but it's no longer challenging you and it's no longer bringing you a place of peace. So what you're going to do is you're going to pursue God for direction. And you're also going to pursue peace, inner peace, so that you can have the clear thought and the plan when you hear God. You hear me? When you hear God, because God has a plan for us and he knows the plans he has for us that are good and not of evil. And I don't know about you, but disturbance is evil. Disturbance is evil. So he has plans for us, and we need to seek the plan of God, because we know once we start not experiencing peace, that's no longer the plan of God. And we need to find his plan. So that's what I say. I would say pursue God. Pursue God's face, pursue his direction, and then get aligned and inner peace. And I just believe that God will open the door. Also, if it's a job or whatever the situation is, pursue God. So how to get out of a place of comfort. So if you're in a comfortable place, this is uncomfortable for me. Everybody's like, oh, you speak so well, but I'm uncomfortable. I get the jitters every time, every Saturday. I get the jitters, right? But I'm in a place where God put me. So if you're in a place of comfort, perhaps that's no longer where God wants you and where he can use and stretch your abilities. I was comfortable in property management for the last 20 years. I got a job in technology. I'm totally lost, but I am better just in 2 weeks at doing some of the things that I've been doing. Does that answer your question, brother? So let me tell you this. I don't try to stay on here for a whole hour. I probably could talk about this for a whole hour, but I'm not. Because I believe that when you hit points, you give people points. I believe that you give them something to think about. If I ramble on for a whole hour about the same thing, y'all gonna be like, okay, all right, I got it. Pursue peace, get rid of folks, get rid of situations, yada yada. But I believe that there comes a time where we just have to look at our lives and do an assessment. And I shared with you last week when I looked in my life in September, and everything and everyone around me at that time, I just couldn't understand what I had done. I went in a complete circle. I started last year in this same place around this same time, and then some things happened in February, and I thought it was supposed to be something else, and it wasn't. Long story short, I'm back at pursuing peace in September. I'm like, I got to do something with my life. Like I've got to change some things. And so I'm saying to you that you got to change some things. It's time to change some things. If you came on this live today, I believe that God sent you here to hear what I had to say. And if you are on the replay, I believe that God sent you to me to let you know that it's time for you to pursue peace. It's time for you to be free from disturbances. Pastor Larry says something like this, and I can't, I asked him for the direct quote. So if y'all talk to him, tell him that I talked about him twice, because I be talking about some of the stuff he taught us. Pastor Larry says, peace is not the absence of trouble, but the absence of anxiety in the midst of trouble. I said it earlier, but I think that's how I go. But you get the drift, right? When you're in peace, trouble comes along, right? And the Bible says it's peace that surpasses your own understanding. Well, I've got peace, my mental, I got all my stuff aligned. I know God has a plan for me. So this little situation over here is not going to cause me any anxiety because I have sought God. I know that he's for me. I am clear about what he has for me. And so I'm at peace. And whatever happens, I know God is going to work it out. I know if I put my foot forward, right? God's going to meet me there and we are going to work together. We're going to collaborate on the plan that he has for me. That's what it is. So I challenge you today to continue to pursue peace. I gave you some tools that you can use as far as trying to figure out how to pursue peace. And if there's anything in anyone in your life, any place in your life that is not bringing you peace, that is disturbing you in any way, again, if your heart is beating, if your palms sweat, listen to your body. And if you feel any of that, it's time to make a change. It's time to make a change. I'm telling you, it's time to make a change. Pursue peace in all that you do and pursue God along with peace and watch your life change this year. This has been Anjanette Speaks. I thank you for joining me on today. You guys have been awesome, amazing, and great. Meet me back here, was it next Saturday? But we're going to be doing something else. We're going into love. relationship stuff. We're gonna have a panel, and men gonna be on here. Yes, men, because all my homeboys is finna talk. They don't know it yet. D, you ready? Because y'all finna talk. All my homeboys. Ronald Landry, you ready? Y'all finna talk. My homeboys is finna talk. They finna tell us what it is. We're gonna have a panel full of men, y'all. We're gonna have a panel full of women, and we're gonna talk about the discussions and the boldness with boldness and respect. Because we gotta get this thing together. All right. Thank you for watching Anjanette Speaks. This has been Anjanette Speaks with Endure Entertainment. Y'all have an amazing Saturday.